Hi everyone, welcome to my 5 month of breastfeeding update. There's quite some things to tell you guys. Month 5 of breastfeeding has been horrible, just like my hair is right now. I haven't done anything about it today. Sorry. No, in the beginning of this month, I don't know how it happened, whether it was Logan latching on wrong or, I don't know. I started getting really bad wounds on the side of my nipple, and it was really painful to the point where every single time I would pump, I would have to be 1, 2, 3, and turn the button around so the pump would start pumping. I would literally at some point I would have to ask Rob to just give that button a spin because I couldn't do it myself because I knew it was going to be in pain. And as soon as phase 1 of the pump stopped, so the quick that stimulates your reflexes, as soon as that one is gone and it went over to the phase 2, so the actual collecting the milk, I guess, it was fine. It was sensitive and not painful anymore. And that kind of lasted, well, until today. It's not as bad anymore. It's not every single time now. And especially if the Logan latches on, I can feel it. It's painful. But I'm not really alive feeding him as much anymore because I have a feeling that when he's just at the boob, he just takes what he needs to not be hungry anymore and then just waits for the next feeding and then feeds till he's not hungry anymore instead of feeding till he's full. Because when I was breastfeeding him live, the majority of the day, he would come every 3 hours and then he would come every 3 hours during the night. And we didn't know why, because he was sleeping through the night at first and then he just stopped. And at some point I was just done with waking up every 3 hours during the night while knowing he could sleep through the night. So I decided to just give him bottles all the way and not live feed him anymore. And I've noticed that he started sleeping through the night again, and that my production during the day was very minimal. I produced so much more on the times that I already pumped, so his 8 o'clock feeding at night, and usually I would pump around 11 o'clock in the morning too. Those 2 times I would always get a lot of milk, even with pumping, and then all the other times I just barely got anything. So that was a sign for me that my body was not used to producing that much during the day. And I really had to up my milk supply again, which was frustrating. And now we're kind of on the majority pumping, sometimes breastfeeding schedule. It's not that I don't want to breastfeed, because breastfeeding actually hurts less than pumping, but it's just so hectic with the holidays and everything. And I don't really like to breastfeed near my family. Okay, if it happens, it happens, but we've been having so many birthdays and parties and the normal holidays that I don't know. It seems like such a hassle to constantly have to find this place where you can sit down and feed him for half an hour to 45 minutes, while I can just find a quiet spot just for me, and it doesn't matter where I am. I can do it in a bathroom, not in a bathroom, but in someone's bedroom, or just pump a little bit while Logan gets fed a bottle by Rob, and I know he's getting more than enough, and I know I'm not getting any course, and it works way better. So I'm trying to at least have 1 or 2 feedings a day, breastfeeding wise, and that's going good. I'm just gonna keep it going like this. But it has been a challenge. There were times where I literally had to tell myself, you have to make it to 6 months. At least 6 months, okay? You can do this, which is so different than what I've been feeling for the longest time that I can go on for years. So yeah, it was a battle, but I'm really glad I stuck with it, and it's getting easier. The pain in it's mostly just my left boob that's really painful. I do have a scar on my left one, but that one is so far off the actual nipple that it doesn't get sucked into the suction system of my pump. On my left one, it's right on the edge of your nipple transferring to the actual boob. And that one kept tearing open. And the one thing that helped, if you have a problem with, I don't know the English word for, nipple things, nipple wounds. I don't know the actual term for it. I know there's a term for it, but I don't know. If you have one of these, I swear use reusable cotton breast pads, because I have disposable ones and I have washable ones. If I use the washable ones with the lanolin cream, perfect. If I use the lanolin cream with the disposable ones, the disposable ones would like attach to like the scar tissue. So every single time you would have to rip open the entire wound, and then you would have to latch them on a pump, which was way more painful than just pumping and like making it tear a little bit. So yeah, that's the tip. Other than that, breastfeeding is going fine, I guess. My milk supply is back up. He eats about 7 to 8 ounces every single feeding, which is ridiculous. You know, he feeds anywhere between majority 6 times, sometimes 7 times a day. So he gets a lot, like a lot. Sometimes I'm like, you can't be hungry again. It's impossible. But apparently it is possible. So that's what I've been doing with breastfeeding. I do need to back up my milk supply again, because since I was producing so little during the day, while he was drinking the 7 to 8 ounce bottles every single time, we really made a dent into my milk supply stash in the or my freezer stash. So I need to back it up somehow, but I don't know how, because he drinks 6 times. So he drinks at 8 in the morning, 11, 2, 5, and then 8, and then he comes at either 11 or 2. And I'm like, I don't want to wake up or I don't want to pump at 11 and then I have to wake up at 2 and then, but usually I do pump at 11 right before I go to bed, and then, we'll see. So slowly but surely I'm creating a milk stash again. And I think that's it. I still nurse with nipple shields. God, I cannot imagine having to nurse without nipple shields with the scars that I do have right now. They will never get a break if I don't do that. I don't know. Again, unprepared video, so let me think. No, that's about it. So that's it for my 5 months of breastfeeding video. If you have any questions about my breastfeeding journey, then leave them in the comments down below. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.